Might need to just press, something might come up on your screen. Just say got it. Perfect. Yeah. So breathing in and out. Now you're going to lift your forehead and your chest, lift your hips. So you back up the hands and knees. Brilliant. Now just walk your knees in so your knees are hip width apart.
I get that one. Oh God, put something in here.
You okay, Geordie?
Yeah, that's all right. I'm sorry.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So, Geordie, lift your hands in a little bit more. So not too wide. Have your feet apart. And to know how wide your knees should be, you bring your two fists together, bring them in on your knees. That's how wide your knees should be. So when we say hip width apart, how wide they should be. So you want hands and knees. Engage your core. You're going to take your right leg back up the mat. So you stretch your right leg up. You lift your right leg up. Not too high, so you lift your hips. Your hips should still be parallel with the mat. And then you bring that right leg in. So your body's not moving, it's just that leg. So take your left leg back. Back of the mat, perfect. You bring it in. Take your right leg again. Brilliant, and bring it in. Left leg back. Perfect. And bring it in. Now let's do our arms. Take your right arm forward. So again, don't lift up that chest. You just stretch your right arm forward. Perfect, and bring it in. Left arm. And bring it in. Let's do right again. Right arm.
My legs are up.
Left arm. Keep breathing. Brilliant. Bring it in. Now we're going to add an arm and legs. So start with your leg first. So you take your right leg back.
Mm-hmm.
Now your left arm forward. So it's opposite arm and legs. So a little bit of balance. Brilliant. And lower. So lower your hand. Lower that right knee. Right arm forward. Left leg back. Brilliant. And lower. One more time. Right leg back. Left arm forward. Now this time you're going to flex that right foot. You lower your right toes down. So keep that right leg back, perfect. Then you're going to open up your chest. You take your left arm up to the sky. Look up to your left palm. Bring yes. You lower your left hand down. You slide your right knee back in. Perfect. Opposite side. Left leg back, right arm forward.
Okay.
Your left foot, lower your left toes down. Open up your chest. You take your right arm. Just a little bit of a twist. Then you lower your right hand down. Bring your left in. Bring your hips back. Rest your chest on your thighs, forehead down. Come back up to hands and knees. Now we'll do cat-cow. So this is where you round your back. So you inhale, come up to hands and knees, yeah. Round your back as you bring your chin to chest. You exhale, you arch, and you look up. So you arch your back, and you look up. Yes, arch your back, and then you look up. Yes. No. So at the moment you're rounding your back, it's almost like as if you want to bring your tummy to the mat. So you stick your bum out, you arch your back, yes, and look up. Brilliant, that's it. Then you round your back, chin to chest. Exhale, you arch and look up. Again, another back stretch. Perfect. So if you have any back pains, it's a really great way to stretch out your back. Inhale, round, hold. Exhale, arch and look up. Brilliant. Bring it back to neutral spine. Bring your hips back, chest on your thighs, forehead down. Come back up to hands and knees. You tuck your toes. We come up to downward dog. So you come all the way up, hips to the sky. You might need to just walk your feet a little bit forward, see if you can press your heels towards the mat. Just see your downward dog position. Perfect. Right. Yeah. So your hands need to be facing forwards. At the moment, your hands are like this. You need to bring them in. Not in, so they're facing forward. Can you see my hands? Yes. So your fingers are towards the top. Yes, that's it. That's perfect. You can open your feet a little bit, your feet a little bit more. Remember what I said about hip width apart? So the same thing with your feet. So open your feet a little bit more. Delia, bring your hands in a little bit more. Yeah, come up to downward dog. I'm watching you. Don't worry about watching me. So this is how your downward dog should look like. Brilliant. Yes. Yeah, you're fine. Come on. Brilliant. Yeah, just bring your hands in a little bit more. Your hands are, yes, brilliant. Perfect. How are you doing? So it's a bit, yes, because it's the first time, it's a bit hard, but see, that in itself is a really good stretch. So if it's too much, what you can do is try and bring your feet a little bit closer. It makes it a bit easier. Take your feet a bit further back, it's a bit harder. So have a go. Brilliant, yes. Now, everybody else, bring your knees back onto the mat. Yep, yes, untuck your toes, hips back, chest here, thighs, forehead down. Come back up to hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Up to downward dog. Now, in downward dog position, you're going to walk your dog. So this is where you bend your right knee, it's like you're walking in the same spot. So you bend your right knee, straighten your left leg. And then you bend your left knee, straighten your right leg. So you're just lifting up one heel and lowering the other. Brilliant. Yeah, that's it, Tina. Come on, do it. Here. So downward dog. So you're walking your dog. Lifting up one heel, lowering the other. For 3. For 2. For 1. Now you want to lift both heels up. Press both heels towards the mat. Slowly lower your knees onto the mat. Brilliant. Untuck your toes, hips back, chest near thighs, forehead down. Slowly come back up to hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Up to downward dog. Look forward. And to slowly walk your feet forward to your hands. Once you get to the top, as far as you can go, keep your chin to chest. Slowly come all the way up, nice and slow. Press shoulders down. Keep your chin on your chest. Brilliant. Yes. Brilliant. Okay, so that's the warm-up done. Geraldine?
Huh?
You're still on the mat, you should come up.
Didn't hear that bit.
Okay, so that's the warm-up.
Okay.
What are you doing? You have socks on. You don't have socks on, do you?
Me?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, take your socks off. Yes, that's why it's probably difficult. A little bit. Yeah, perfect. Right, come to the top of your mat here. Brilliant. Have your arms down by your side. Then you just take your arms up to the sky. Hands to prayer at the top. So your palms are together. And then you lower your arms down. Brilliant. Again, inhale up. Look up to your hands. Down by your side. Inhale, arms up. Now this time you're going to start to bend, slightly bend your knees, you forward fold, as you bring your hands all the way onto the mat, bring your chin to chest. And then you're going to come up and then you bring your hands onto your shin. So your shin is the gap between your knee and your ankle. So shin, hands onto your shin, and you look up. Yeah, your hands are on your feet, hands on your shin. So take your hand, yes, no, shin, shin, shin. Yes. And you look up, flat back. So don't round your back, don't arch your back, just engage your core, look up, perfect. Slide bend your knees, bring your hands back onto the mat. And then you take your arms all the way up. Down by your side. Right, so let's do that again. Geraldine, I can't see you, you're kind of gone out of, yeah. Do you need to move up a little bit? Because you were.
I don't, it's this thing, I'm trying to get it. I don't know what to do. Oh, goodness, stay there.
You were up the movement, so you just needed to walk a bit to the middle of your mat.
No, that's what I said is better.
That's fine. That's fine. Right, arms either side of your body. Take your arms up. Look up to your hands, palms up, brilliant. Slide bend your knees as you start to forward fold, come all the way down, hands on your mat. Bring your chin to chest. And then you straighten your legs, bring your hands onto your shin as you look up. Yes, that's it. Slide bend your knees, hands on the mat, then you're going to walk your feet back. You're in downward dog. Perfect. Now I want you to lower to plank. So you just lower your hips, you're in plank, perfect. Lower your knees. Now try not to arch your back, Tina. So your knees are on the mat. You see how my back is? Try not to arch your back, otherwise it's gonna hurt your back, perfect. Now, untuck your toes, bring your hips back. Back, forehead down. Perfect. Come back up to hands and knees. Tuck your toes. You're in downward dog. Look forward, walk your feet to your hands. Bring your hands on your shin as you look up. Brilliant. Hands on your shin as you look up. Brilliant. Slide bend your knees. Bring your arms all the way up, hands separate at the top. And then you lower down by your side. Right, Geraldine, when you bring your hands up, make sure your palms are together. Yeah, so not like this, make sure your hand, yes, that's it.
Okay.
Brilliant. Gonna add on to that, so take your arms up. Forward fold, hands on your mat. Bring your hands on your shin as you look up. Yes, got it. Hands on the mat, step back to downward dog. The downward dog, eyes in between your feet. And then you just slowly lower your hips as you're in plank. Then I want you to lower your knees. This time you're going to bend, so normally we bring our hips back. This time you're going to start to bend your shoulders as you lower your chest all the way down onto the mat. And you untuck your toes. Then you slowly lift your chest, start to straighten your arms. Move off the mat.
Oh, I didn't have that bit done.
Right, so
I did it wrong.
for a minute. And sit back. Sit up like I am. Sit up, yeah? Okay, just watch me for a minute.
Okay.
What I want you to do. Can you still see me? Can you see me?
Yes.
Right, just watch me for a minute. So you take your arms up. Slide bend your knees forward, fold, bring your hands onto the mat. Straighten your legs, bring your hands on your shin, you look up. Slide bend your knees, hands on the mat, you walk your feet back, you're in downward dog. And in between your hands, lower to plank. Lower your knees. So you notice in plank position, all you do is you lower your knees onto the mat, your hips don't move. You bend your elbows, you lower your chest all the way down, and then you untuck your toes. Now you're going to slowly come up to what we call upward dog. Just lift your chest a little bit. Lower your chest. Tuck your toes. Slowly lift your chest back up. You're in downward dog. Right? I'll talk you through it. So come up to standing. Come up to standing here, top of the mat. Geraldine, are you standing top of your mat?
No.
Yeah, come up to standing. Don't watch me, I'm gonna talk you through it.
Okay. So,
Here, here into the top of your mat.
huh?
Here, top of your mat. You're at the bottom. No, you're at the bottom of the mat. You need to come to the top. Yes, perfect. Yeah, put your arms up. So arms all the way up. Hands are at the top. Brilliant. Forward fold. Hands on your mat. Come all the way down. Hands on your mat. Brilliant. Have a slight bend in your knees so you can reach your hands out. Perfect. Yes. Then you straighten your legs, bring your hands on your shin. Yes. Perfect. Look up. Brilliant. Slight bend in your knees, bring your hands back on the mat. Walk your feet back to the back of the mat so you're in downward dog. Yes. Perfect. Brilliant. Then lower to plank. So you bring your hips down, just lower to plank. And forward, yes, perfect. Lower your knees onto the mat. Bring your chest forward as you lower your chest down onto the mat. So you bend your elbows. Yes, that's it. All the way down. Yes, perfect. Slowly lift your hips up. So keep your chest up, sorry. Leave your hips on the mat. Lift your, yes, brilliant. That's upward dog. Yes. Lower your chest back onto the mat. Brilliant. Yes, you've got this. Lift your chest back up for upward dog. You tuck your toes and you come all the way back up to downward dog. You look forward. I want you to walk your feet forward to the top of your mat. And then you take your arms all the way up. This time, leave your arms up, hands to pray at the top. Like I don't know warrior poses. Come up. Geraldine, come up.
Okay.
Brilliant. Step your left leg back. Keep that right leg straight to start off with. You know? Yes. Now bend your right knee. Lower your left foot back. Keep your chest forward. Separate your hands. You're in warrior one. So guys, keep your arms there for a minute. Here. You see you've got that line in the middle of your mat? You see that long line? Right, guys? You guys, sorry. Bring your arms down for a minute. Yes, perfect. There you go. That line is a gauge for you. That's a really good mat you've got there, by the way. Yes. So that tells you where your hands should, your legs should be. Perfect. So this is warrior one. So take your arms up again. Bend that right knee. Perfect. Now, you're moving your chest away from your right knee. So you open up your chest. You lower your arms down so you're in warrior two. Right arm forward, left arm back. So move your arms, turn around so everybody else you're fine. Here, that's it. Perfect. Bend your right knee a bit more. Geraldine, you need to be looking forward. So
Okay.
no, see where your arms are. Look at my arms. Look at my arms.
Yeah.
Arms are like this. That's it. No, like this. Right arm forward, left arm back. Yes, perfect. And you look towards that right arm. Yes, bring your fingers together. This is warrior two. Perfect, yes. Lower your arms. You're going to lift that back heel. So your left heel is lifted. Take your arms up.
lift the back heel,
Lift your back heel,
yeah,
arms up. Step your left leg forward. Perfect, take your right leg back. Lower that back foot. So you're just swapping legs, yes, that's it, yeah, perfect. Yep, you've got it. Don't worry too much about the line, I just don't want your feet too wide. You can kind of take your, if you feel that you're not balancing a bit, if you're not balancing your feet very well, you can move your feet either forward or back, and as long as you've got your back foot, which is right, in the right position, perfect, arms up. Warrior one. Open up your chest, lower your arms, left arm forward, right arm back. Brilliant, yes. Fingers together. Perfect, lower your arms. You lift that back heel, so now your right heel. Arms up. Step your right foot forward. Brilliant, lower your arms. Yes, okay. Let's add another warrior pose. Arms up. Left leg back, bend your right knee. Lower your back foot. Open up your chest. Right arm forward, left arm back, warrior two. Right arm forward, adjust your arms here. Right arm forward, left arm back. At the moment, your arms are like this. Yes. So your arms should be in the direction of your legs. Yeah, so right arm forward, brilliant. Now you're going to straighten your right leg. Bring your right hand onto your right shin. You take your left arm up, so you're in triangle pose. Brilliant, yes. Tina, you should be in triangle pose.
Sorry, say that. Okay, yeah, I've got you.
Yeah, straighten that leg. Yes, perfect.
oops,
Bend that right knee again, come up to warrior two.
right, good.
So right arm forward, left arm back. Don't swap legs, it's still the same leg. Right arm forward, yes. Right knee bent, yes. You rotate your front arm so your palm is facing up. You lower your left arm behind you. Now we're going to lean back, so reversing warrior. So you take your right arm over your head. Yeah, Tina, you got it. Geraldine, perfect. Yeah, lean back. Yeah, lean back. Reversing warrior, perfect. Now come back to warrior two, so your right arm forward, left arm back. Lower your arms. Lift your back heel. Step forward. Take your left leg back. Now the reason why it feels like it's a little bit harder, and it's not because I'm breaking it down. If you were doing it as a flow, we wouldn't have these gaps in between. Yeah, but once we know the poses, then we can put it together in a proper sequence. So right leg back. Lower your right foot down, arms up. Brilliant. Take your arms up. Rotate your chest. You lower your left arm down, left arm forward, right arm back, warrior two. So if you just remember that when we're doing warrior one, you take your arms down for a minute. Down for a minute, Geraldine. Take your arms down, down. Right, so just watch me for a minute. Watch me for a minute. So warrior one, you take your right leg back. You bend that left knee. This is warrior one. So your chest is facing forward for warrior one. For warrior two, you open up your chest, lower your arms down, left arm forward, right arm back. That's warrior two. Just watch me for a minute here. This is your warrior two. When you straighten that left leg, this is triangle. You bend that left knee, you come back up to warrior two. Reverse your warrior, so you rotate that left palm, so your left palm is facing up. You lower your back arm, you reverse warrior, so you lean back. Come back up to warrior two. Lower your arms. You lift that back heel. Step it forward. Okay? Right,
Yeah.
so let's do warrior one again. So warrior one. So your right left knee forward, right foot, right leg back. Arms up, chest towards your left knee, warrior one. Arms up here. Brilliant. Rotate your chest with warrior two. Left arm forward, right arm back. Left arm forward, right arm. So left one. So I think maybe I'm getting confusing when I'm saying forward. Remember what I said, it's got to be in the direction of your legs. So your arms were like this, right? You rotate your chest. So I see why you're doing here. Remember, it needs to be in direction of your legs. Your arms, so if you think of a warrior, it's like you're going to war. You're both, your legs and your arms are in the same direction. So if your left leg is forward, your left arm is forward. Your right leg is back, your right arm is back. That's your warrior two. It's never out in front of you. So when I think forward, forward, looking forward, this way, yes. Perfect, straighten your left leg, lower your left hand down, right arm up. We're in triangle pose. Yes, got you, brilliant. Now, here, that arm, you want to take your arm up to the sky. Take it up, 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 yes. Perfect. Bend your left knee, come back up to warrior two. Yes, perfect. Rotate that left arm, let's reverse that warrior. So Geraldine, palm should be facing up. Rotate it, yes, lean back. Look up to that left palm. Back to warrior two. Now, this time I want you to bring that right arm forward. So both arms are out in front. You lower your hands either side of your left foot. Bend your left knee. You lift the right heel. So you're in a lunge. Brilliant. Yes, Tina. Here, lower your hand down onto the mat. Here, hands onto the mat. Either side of your left foot. Ian, are you listening to me? Ian, can you hear me? Yeah, lower your hands down onto the mat, onto the mat. Yep, brilliant. Perfect. Now, what I want you to do is you're going to bring that right knee onto the mat.
Right knee.
Tuck your toes. Yes. Take your left knee onto the mat, so you're in hands and knees. Brilliant. Bring your hips back, chest and your thighs. Perfect. Come up to hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Down your dog. Look forward, walk your feet forward. Hands in the chin, you look up. Up in the chin.
The arm.
Take your arms wide, all the way up. Down by your side. Perfect, brilliant. Have some water, we'll do balance now, that's good. I know it's a lot of things to remember, but you'll get the hang of it. Right, balance. Geraldine, how are we doing?
Not too bad.
Yeah, cool.
Mhm.
Right, we'll just wait for Delia and we'll start with balance. So balance, we'll start with tree pose. Starting with your right foot, so you have the option. Yeah, I know everybody else probably knows, but you just watch this. You have the option, you either bring your right heel inside of your left ankle, so your toes are on the mat. That's the first stage.
The right knee.
So your right heel inside of your left ankle. So yes, that's option one. So, Delia, look at my feet. Can you see my feet? So your heel, your toes are on the mat, yes. But if you're going to lift it up, and it can, you don't want it on your knee joint. So you either have it in your ankle, on your shin, or your inside of your thigh. No, that's a different pose. Your sole of your feet should either be on your thigh, on your shin, or on your toes on the mat. I don't know, this is better. Can you see me better?
Yeah, if you're sideways, we can see you. Don't face the screen, sideways.
You see me?
No, if you turn, yeah, that's perfect, yeah.
Yeah. Look at my feet. Because you're doing something else with your feet. Look at my feet. Yes. So you have the option. You either have your toes down on your shin, or you take it all the way up. Now, you can always hold onto the wall as well. I'd rather you hold onto the wall and make sure you're doing it right than, you know. So look at my feet. Yeah, your feet are not right. Okay, look at my feet. Right, bring your feet forward. Just bring your feet together. No. Yeah, turn around, turn around. Turn around so you're facing me. Yes, perfect. Now, have your feet forward for a minute. So look at my feet. Toes are out. Remember, so tree pose is a hip pose. Idea is you want to open up your knee. So if you're thinking of open up that knee, your toes are facing, your toes are like your feet are in a T shape. That's it. So you either have your toes down, heels in, or on your shin, or you take it all the way up. You choose your option. Brilliant, that's it, perfect. That's it, you've got it. Hands to prayer. Brilliant. And release, lower your arms. Perfect, swap sides, so now your left side. So then, yes, that's it, brilliant. Hands to prayer. Brilliant. And release. Now this time you're going to take your right knee out in front of you, interlace your hands, you bring your hands onto that right shin. Brilliant, yes. Perfect. And release. Left side. Yes. Now, Tina, you want to have your knee up, so the moment your knee's kind of down, yes, that's better, perfect. And release. Now, the last one I'm going to add, you're going to take that right leg up behind you, arms behind you, warrior three. You can always tap your toes down, but if possible, you lift your leg, your chest is parallel with the mat. Arms behind you, Geraldine, arms behind you, yes. Brilliant, yes, and come up. Perfect, yes. Same thing on the left side, left leg back, arms behind you. Brilliant, yes. And lift. Perfect, now let's add it all together. Brilliant, yes, yeah, that's good. So now we're gonna add it all together. Starting on the right side, tree pose. So you take Brilliant, interlace your fingers. You're going to bring that right knee in. You take hold of your right shin. Perfect, yes. Separate your hands, you take that right leg back, arms behind you as you flow. Brilliant, yes. Slowly come up. Perfect. Release. Same on the left side, tree pose on the left side. Choose your option, hands to prayer. Interlace your fingers, bring that left knee in, take hold of the left shin. Yes. Separate your hands, you take it left leg back, arms back. Brilliant. Now we're gonna do something funky. Take your hands all the way down onto the mat. Keep that left leg back. Left leg, perfect. Flat bend your right knee. You bring your left foot in. You're going to walk your feet back to downward dog. Lower to plank. Your plank, you need to lift your hips a bit more. Yeah, perfect. Lower your knees. Bend your elbows, lower your chest, all the way down, untuck your toes. Lift your chest up for upper dog. Lower your chest, tuck your toes. Back up to downward dog. Look forward. Walk your feet forward to your hands. See if you can bend your knees, Ceilings, like a little squat. Bring your hands behind you, and you slowly take a seat. Brilliant. Now, let's do some sitting poses. You might need to adjust. I can see everybody else. Geraldine, you might need to just adjust yourself a bit on your, because now I can't see you. Right, which is best for me. Can you see me okay this way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it better this way?
Yeah, it's better the other way.
So have your legs out in front. Stretch your legs away, flex your feet. And it's like you're pushing the floor over. You're not leaning back, you're not rounding your back is straight. It's almost like you're sitting against a wall. Arms are straight. Down, so bring your shoulders down. And back. You push your chest forward. Eye gaze to your toes. Perfect. Hold. For 3, 2, 1. Now slowly see if you can bring your chest forward and you take hold of your big toes. If it doesn't reach, you can always have a slight bend in your knees. Perfect. Hold. For 3, 2, 1. Now release your big toes. Bring that right into your chest. You can lower that right knee down. Bring your right foot into your left thigh. It's almost like tree pose sitting down. Your left leg should be straight here. Left leg out in front of you. Lower your left leg down. Brilliant. That right knee, you might be able to bring a little bit further back, so you just open up that right hip a bit more. Right foot inside of your left thigh, Tina.
Yeah, again?
Right foot inside of your left thigh.
Yeah.
Inside. So inside, like tree pose, not on top. Inside. So it's actually on your left thigh.
Yeah.
Like tree pose sitting down, basically. Brilliant. Now, chest facing your left leg. So in yoga, you don't want to be slouching. We're not leaning back. It's all about posture. So your back is straight. Always adjust. I do as well. The natural thing is to lean back and, but the whole idea is elongate, long back. You're facing your left leg now. See if you can bring your hands onto your left thigh. You slide your hands down that left leg and see if you can reach your left foot. Reach your left foot, Tina. If it doesn't reach here, you can have a slight bend in your left knee. Don't worry. It will in time. If it doesn't reach, have a slight bend in that left knee. That's fine. Perfect. Yes, hold. 3, 2, 1. Now release. Straighten your right leg. Left knee to your chest. Anything you do on the right, you do on the left. You lower that left knee down. So now your left foot is inside of your right thigh. Again, flex your right foot. If possible, you just bring that right knee a bit further back. Flex your right foot, chest towards your right leg now. Slide your right hand down. If possible, you take hold of your right foot. You can, if it doesn't reach, remember, slight bend in your right knee. Hold. For 3, brilliant. 2, 1. Now release. Now watch me. You've got 2 options. You either cross your ankles, just watch me. Just hands up on the mat, up to downward dog. That's option 1. Or you can your knees together, and you come up to downward dog. So you choose your option. Yeah? So you choose your options. You either cross your ankles, which is a bit harder, cross your ankles, hands onto the mat, you lift your hips, uncross, brilliant, Tina, nice and easy, and Julia, up to downward dog. So basically you just want to come up to standing, but you choose your option. So Or you bring your knees together, so we were like this. You uncross your ankles, you bring your knees, slide your knees onto the mat. Up to downward dog, you choose your option. So up to downward dog, Tina, Delia, downward dog.
I can't do that.
Downward. Start when you get up old. Brilliant, downward dog, yeah. I'm watching you. Downward dog. Lower to plank. Lower your knees. Bend your elbows, lower your chest, all the way. Until you take your chest slightly.
You do it right.
Lower. Tuck your toes. Back up to the knee. Look forward, walk your feet forward. Then you back into that little squat. Hands behind you, take a seat.
Oops. I didn't get that one.
Brilliant, that's fine, doesn't matter how you get down, as long as you get down, perfect. Hips back, legs out in front of you again. Then add one more sitting pose. So right into your chest again. That left leg, you're going to take your left leg wide. You bring that right foot into your groin, right knee down. Back straight, perfect. Slide your left hand down your left leg. If possible, see if you can take hold of your big toe. Now when you're taking your big toe, your two fingers, you bring your two fingers in between your toe, your big toe and your second toe. You wrap it round. So that's how you hold onto your toes. You hold onto your toes with your two fingers. Then you take your right arm back or your right elbow back to open up your chest. And you take your right arm over your head. So it's a side stretch. You should feel that stretch along your right side. Yes, that's it. Perfect. Palm facing down. Brilliant. Hold. So 3, 2, 1. And release. Right, swap sides. So you start to bend your left knee. Swap sides. So your right leg wide. Left foot into your groin. So your left knee down. Back straight. Perfect. Slide your right hand down your right leg this time. You take hold of your right big toe. You take that left elbow back, left arm over your head. Brilliant, yes. Brilliant, yes. You've got this. Perfect. For 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Come to center. Cross your ankles or you bring your knees together. Hands onto the mat as you lift your hips. Uncross your ankles. Downward dog, yeah, yes. Lower to plank. Right, Geraldine, your back is dipping. Bring your hips up for plank. Yes, otherwise you're going to hurt your back. Brilliant. Lower your knees. Bend your elbows, lower your chest, all the way down, untuck your toes. Lower your chest, tuck your toes. Back up to downward dog. Walk your feet to your hands. Bend your knees. Now this time I want you to stay in that squat. So you bend your knees. So we're going to do a low squat. So in that squat position, see if you can open your feet out as wide as your mat. And you roll it so your heels are in, toes out. Brilliant, yeah. Your arms inside of your knees, you bring your hands to prayer. Perfect. It's a great hip opener. Yes. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now from this position, you're going to slowly lower your hips onto the mat. Keep your arms where they are. Brilliant, that's perfect. You walk your feet in so the soles of your feet are together. You see my arms are still where they are, so my elbows, I know our hips are tight, but this is a great way to keep them open. So you keep your elbows inside, keep your back straight. Perfect, yes. This is a real one to practice throughout the week, guys. You'll feel this inside your hips. We'll spend a lot of time sitting down. Interlace your fingers. You're going to bring those interlace fingers around your feet. Perfect. Then you're going to bend your elbows. See if you can bend your elbows. You round your back. You open your knees even further. Yes. Hold. Chin to chest. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten your back. Straighten your arms. Bring your hands outside your knees. If you bring your knees together. Wrap your arms around. As you take hold of your opposite elbows, and you lower your forehead to your knees. For 3, 2, 1. Release your arms. Just slide your legs away. Slide your legs away. And slowly start to bring your back onto the mat. So nice and slow. Nice and slow. Once your back reaches the mat, you lower your head. You lower your arms either side of your body. Your palms should be facing up. And just let your feet flop out wide. You can just slowly, slightly bring your chin to chest. Just close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose. And this time out through your mouth. Breathe in. And out through your mouth. People like this in. And out. Now I want you to bend your right knee. You bring that right knee to your chest and you interlace your hands on your right shin. So you're pressing that right knee to your chest. Take your left hand onto your left thigh and you just make that right knee wide. It's like you're opening up your right hip. Now bring your right knee back in and release your right leg onto the mat. Left side, you bend your left knee, interlace hands around your left shin. You bring your right hand onto your right thigh and you open your left knee wide. Breathe in, bring your left knee in. Now keep that left knee where it is, and this time bring your right knee into your chest. So your right hand on your right shin, and your left hand on your left shin. And then you open both knees wide. Bring your both knees together. Open them wide again. Bring both knees together. You're going to roll your body to the right side. So your right ear is on the mat. You bring your right ear onto the mat. Now, take that left arm and just take your left arm over your head. Just stretch your left arm away. Then slowly start to bend your left elbow as you bring it back in. Then you roll the back of your head onto the mat. As you come, bring your back onto the mat, your knees back onto your chest. You're just gonna roll to the other side now. So you roll to the left side. Left ear on the mat. And you take your right arm all the way. You bend your elbows, you bring your right elbow back in. And this time you bring your right hand down and use that right hand to push yourself up to sitting. Nice and slow. Come up to sitting, cross your ankles.
That's wrong.
Eyes, your palms facing up. Good. Bring your chin to chest. And just stretch your arms out in front of you, interlace your fingers. You round your back as you bring your chin to chest. Straighten your back and take your arms up. Good. Round your back again, take your arms out in front, chin to chest. Straighten your back, take your arms up. Let's do that one more time. Round your back, arms out in front. Straighten your back, take your arms up. This time you look up to your hand and you bring your hands to prayer. You lower your palms to your forehead, you clench your voice. You slide your gums to your lips. You clench your words. Clench your breastbone. You clench your mouth. You clench your mouth. Clench your mouth. Namaste. Thank you very much, ladies.